What's going on, guys? This is Brian with the RK Outpost, and never in my life did I think we would see people get so triggered over a Santa Claus movie, but that's before I found out who would be in the starring role. Mel Gibson will be playing Santa Claus in the upcoming movie Fatman, and evidently, no amount of time is enough. There is nothing you can apologize for enough. Some things are just permanently cancelable, and you should never work again. There is no chance for forgiveness. There are people freaking out right now about what Mel Gibson said over a decade ago and are upset that he's being cast in this movie today. Now, to be perfectly fair, I do think it's okay to hold people accountable for their words. And if you choose not to pay money to go see that person, that is a choice that I entirely support if that's what you decide. But the real question is there anything that he can ever do? Is there any way he can possibly recover from these things that he said over a decade ago? I want to take a look at what some people are saying, as well as take a look at this trailer, because this movie is not what I was expecting. It's definitely interesting. Fatman trailer reveals Mel Gibson's gun-toting Santa Claus. But before we watch the trailer, I do want to go and see what people are saying, because Mel Gibson is trending right now. People are expressing their disappointment that Mel Gibson has been cast in a new film. On Thursday, the trailer for Fatman starring Mel Gibson as Santa Claus was released. Some viewers are unhappy to see the actor cast in a new movie, referencing his history of alleged anti-Semitic, racist, and homophobic comments. And some of these things are alleged, some of them we have them on tape. Whether he was drunk or angry or not, there's some things that there's no excusing those words. But the fact remains that these things happen over a decade ago, and you can see the reaction from some of these people. That cancel culture is rough, huh? Truly ruins careers, right? Oh, right, it actually doesn't. Looks at all these random people. If only it actually did, and also held people accountable, but society isn't ready for that. Well, Ashley, Mel Gibson didn't work in Hollywood for nearly a decade. He was blacklisted, and he did almost anything he could. He appealed to Jewish leaders after the things that he said. He got help for his alcoholism. This is a man who, before any of this happened, talked about how he's diagnosed as a manic depressive. There are things mentally wrong with Mel Gibson. He has done everything he can to kind of ask for forgiveness and do the right things. But like I said, sometimes it will never be enough. When people say cancel culture is real, remind them of the time that raging misogynist and anti-Semite Mel Gibson got paid millions of dollars to play Santa Claus. You have that from April. 50 Shades of Way, actually I think that's a pretty funny name. They let Mel Gibson make movies despite his homophobic and anti-Semitic rants. He told his wife she'd be R-worded by a pack of N-words, and they still let him make movies and win Oscars. Again, things that happened, terrible things that happened that he has apologized for over a decade ago. Saw him trending, looked up the producers for his next movie, and it's no one I'll miss. The fact that Mel Gibson still gets work is proof that there isn't any kind of woke liberal agenda in Hollywood. Imagine one person who was blacklisted for nearly a decade getting one film and saying, well, I guess there's no woke liberal agenda in Hollywood because one of the few people that isn't on the far left gets work. How insane does your thinking have to be? Mel Gibson is an anti-Semite. That's it. That's the tweet. Now you finally have someone right here, Zach Leary. The concept is a hit. Mel Gibson is a good actor. Mel Gibson made some mistakes, but a good society is also about forgiveness. You need good balance. The fact that we cast people like lepers with no road to return is not good. We lost that neighborly caring aspect to the USA. And I agree a lot of what he said. And now I have sat here and derided people for the words they've used, the way they've treated consumers, the things they've tried to push in their movies or in their video games. But the fact is that if those things had happened over a decade ago, and since then they had been working to try to restore their reputation, to do anything they could to apologize to those groups of people that they hurt with their words, well, then I think you have to take that into consideration. Again, that's not something that I expect a lot of people to be able to do. But this movie kind of looks ridiculous, honestly. It has my attention, I'll say that. So why don't we just go ahead and watch the trailer for Fatman. Again, not something that I was expecting in any way, shape, or form. Here we go.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've lost my influence. Maybe it's time I retired the coat.
You still have it.
Now keep in mind, Mel Gibson is playing Santa Claus. This is a take on a Santa Claus movie.
Kids with a deer rifle put 2 holes in the sleigh, one in me. All I have is a loathing for a world that's forgotten.
The United States military would like to procure your services.
This is a one-time deal, gentlemen. How are you, Mike? Nicole and the kids are well, I hope.
Where are you?
I don't get this. Like, I don't understand how this is gonna make it into a movie. How are they gonna do this?
You just lost a big son, Fatman!
What's the job?
I'd like you to kill Santa Claus.
I'm looking for the fat man.
You can't be serious.
This is what people actually think of me. Christmas is a farce. I am a joke.
What's the purpose of your visit?
Hunting. I'm gonna kill some things.
There is a rising number of
Okay.
our youth making poor decisions.
I want the big man's head.
Severed heads rot, they mold.
Then I want his beard.
I'm not shaving off a dead man's beard. Your workers sure have healthy appetites.
That's why elves live much longer than humans.
And Chris, he does the same?
No, it's a giving that keeps him young.
You said angry, bitter, drinking Santa Claus.
I've come for your head, fat man!
Dashing through the snow, no one
God.
horse open sleigh.
You think you're the first?
All the fields we go,
Think I got this job because I'm fat and jolly?
nothing all the way. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
This is Claus?
I'll come while you sleep. The fat man's got his eye on you, kid.
Hey, whoa!
Oh, that's Donner. Lucky it wasn't Blitzer. Should tear your package clean off.
Now, I don't know. I don't know about this movie, to be quite honest with you. It's an interesting concept. A lot of that humor I didn't feel like hit very well. But I do like Mel Gibson. I like a lot of the things that Mel Gibson is in. I think he's a really good actor. So this movie is going to be interesting. I'm not sure. Look, it says it's currently set to release November 17th. It's going to be interesting with everything going on. If they're going to be able to get it out in theaters, it certainly seems like they do plan on doing that. Now, as far as Santa Claus joining up with the U.S. military for something, I don't really know why. I don't really know how they're going to tell that story. I guess we'll just have to watch it or not watch it when it comes out. But I just thought it was interesting to see all the people, that things that happened in 2006, right? Words that he uttered when he was drunk and angry in 2006. Not things that should be uttered, but for 14 years ago, are still being held and saying, oh, well, he can't be in a movie. You cast him for a movie, we're going to cancel you because of these things that he said, that he atoned for, that he tried to atone for at least, in every way, shape, and form that he could. Going to Jewish leaders, talking to people, doing above and beyond what was mandated for him to do. There were articles all about that. I just think it's crazy. And cancel culture is alive and well. The simple fact that Mel Gibson was cast in something, we see him in so few things nowadays, but the simple fact that he was cast in this little movie Fatman that no one had ever heard of and it's releasing a month from now, I don't know. It just seems crazy to me that people are still hung up on something from 14 years ago when the dude's tried to do everything he could to atone. Let me know what you feel about this in the comments below. Like I said, there's no defending the comments that he made. You just simply can't do that. He shouldn't have said those things, whether he was drunk or angry or not. There's no excuse. But if there's no road to atonement, then why ever try? If you say one bad thing, are you canceled for life? That seems to be the way a lot of people want it nowadays. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.